the Black Knight satellite. Believers described it as an alien probe of immense age, silently watching humanity's progress from high above for thousands of years. So when the STS-88 photographs emerged in 1998, they appeared to be the smoking gun, tangible, visual evidence that the Black Knight was more than just a myth. NASA, however, has steadfastly maintained a far more prosaic explanation for the object in those now infamous images. According to the space agency, what the cameras captured that day was exactly what it appeared to be to the astronauts who witnessed it firsthand: a piece of space debris. More specifically, a thermal blanket accidentally released during the station's assembly. In fact, astronaut Jerry Ross, the very man responsible for losing the blanket, has gone on record about the incident. He described watching it drift away with a sense of frustration, knowing they'd have to redo some of their work as a result of the mishap. The agency points out that the blanket's reflective properties could account for its strange appearance in the photos. Depending on how sunlight struck its surface, it might appear pitch black in some images and silvery in others. And in the harsh, unfiltered light of space, where deep shadows contrast with blinding glare, even a simple piece of crumpled material can take on bizarre, almost alien forms. For skeptics and NASA officials alike, there's no real mystery here. It's simply a case of human error, magnified by the power of imagination and the allure of the unknown. And yet, something about those photos continues to gnaw at our collective consciousness. Why does the object appear so structured, so deliberately designed? How do we explain the apparent edges, angles, and surfaces that seem to resemble wings or fins? Perhaps most intriguingly, why did this particular image surface at precisely the right moment? Just as the internet was coming into its own, just as UFO culture was experiencing a massive resurgence in popular media? Was it mere coincidence, or something more? Some researchers have put forth an interesting counterpoint to NASA's explanation. They argue that if the Black Knight truly exists, we shouldn't expect it to resemble a sleek, polished flying saucer from science fiction. After millennia in orbit, wouldn't it be far more likely to appear worn, battered, and utterly alien in its design? In that light, the strange asymmetrical form captured in the STS-88 photos takes on a new significance. If this were an ancient probe that had weathered thousands of years in the unforgiving environment of space, might it not look exactly like the object we see in those images? Whether rooted in fact or fiction, the legend of the Black Knight has undeniably taken on a life of its own in our cultural imagination.